is self-deprecating, which means that he's the butt of his own joke. The speech is comprised of jokes and personal experiences. His credentials are that he is an ALB, and you might have to remind me of what that means. Advanced Leader Bronze, nice, and an ACS?
Advanced Communicator Silver.
Advanced Communicator Silver, very good. He has a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science and an MBA, and he is a professional in the area of medical devices. He has, the title of the speech, it's 6 to 8 minutes. The title of the speech, and I know we've each had a few of these, but the title is Awkward Moments, and I'd like to introduce you to our second speaker this evening, Ajit Pandey.
Good evening, everyone. I had several heart attacks last week. Actually, I was giving a speech to this underprivileged Hispanic children. It was organized by a non-profit organization. And actually, my English enunciation is quite similar to people who speak Spanish. And on many occasions, I have been misunderstood as a Mexican. And I feel proud about it. You know, it feels good to be a global citizen. And everything was going so well. I was really excited about it. All of a sudden, this cute 18-year-old girl sitting in front row stood up and shouted loudly, "You are not funny." You talk like 3 years old child. You are a baby head. I was so ashamed. I was almost collapsed. Then she turned around 180 degree, and as you know, women are very good in turning 180 degree, and she shouted, "People, I was just joking." And everybody laughed hysterically. And I was completely collapsed at that moment. Last week, I received a Facebook message. I'm not sure if you use the Facebook Messenger. I received a Facebook message with phone number from an elegant, stylish, polished, well-educated, better earning potential than me. Girl, obviously. You can laugh. And then I went on her Facebook profile and I was so excited. Next day I was talking to her on phone and she dumped me. And I had a terrible heart attack. And you remember I told you that story a week ago? I had to travel to London. I was skumped on Skype. With all this stress, now I'm thinking to work for a heart valve manufacturer so that I can replace my heart valves. Other day I was walking with my blonde white son. Honestly, it is my son from an Irish American mother. And this lady approached me at the playground and she started appreciating me that you are such a good nanny. Then my son was a little bit farther from me and he shouted, "Daddy." And then she felt apologetic. Then I explained her. She was surprised because 99% cases color DNA is the dominant DNA. Then she gave me her phone number. But I really don't understand what should I do with her phone number, though I like mature women. I go to this bagel sandwich place in Aliso Viejo, and this cute girl there, she always pronounced my name as a Ajit. You know, my name is Ajit, but she pronounced as Ajit. She thinks that I'm from Mexico. And I have told her so many times that don't pronounce my name Ajit. But I keep going there because her smile melts my heart. Did you know about Tiger Road accident? Tiger Woods, he was in an accident, he lost his one tooth, front tooth. Actually, his girlfriend punched him, and I think he was wearing some kind of camera and his tooth fell off. He was giving an interview other day. He said he was the only brown guy at that ski resort. And that obvious from his previous history, he would go to those places, and he said that there was nothing wrong between us, it's just an accident. Then later I found out that that tooth was for auction on eBay. And his previous 32 girlfriends were bidding aggressively. And they were regretting they should have one of each before they missed the opportunity. But I feel that Erin is going to win, his ex-wife is going to win that auction. Did you guys know that Twitter and Instagram account of Taylor Swift was hacked last week? So I was driving on freeway and I received this tweet. I don't follow that much Twitter, but I follow some of my music stars and some. So I saw this tweet, 99 cents for new Taylor Swift photo. So I pulled over, and I thought 99 cents is too cheap. Because I'm doing my MBA, so I'm almost done my MBA. I feel like I was a hedge fund manager in my previous life, making $300,000, not like Bernie Madoff, like Carl Icahn, who has invested only in Apple's computer. So I did my calculation, put some internal return rate, her popularity index in next 20 years, present worth of the value in next 20 years. And I felt this is very bad deal she's getting. So I tweeted back, sir, this is not fair, right? 99 cents is very cheap. So I received back tweet saying that we have already grossed $100 million from Chinese market. And you have only 2 minutes because FBI is coming to catch us, so we are going to close the shop. Then I thought what I would do with that picture. Anyway, I don't prefer younger women, so I get on freeway and I started driving. Imagine that this is 2030 and President Obama is still our president. And Facebook revolution has happened. Like today, like you have a picture posted, you have like 50 likes, 100 likes. But maybe in 20 years down the road, you might have like 10,000 likes, 20,000 likes, right? And we have collected so much likes and dislikes that our decisions are made based on those likes and dislikes. Suppose my company has a product, and if I have like 1 million likes, I can charge 10% premium because that's a good marketing tool for me. And even White House has started giving Facebook tax credit if your child starts using Facebook at 2 years of age. In all this, President Obama rating has gone down to 8% because he has now 1.2 billion dislikes. He called his advisor, Axelrod, who was his campaign manager for 2 successful elections. And he explained to him, this is really bad. We are living in such a strong economy. We are doing such a great job, low unemployment rate. I can't accept this 8%. We will not have Democratic president next election. Let's do something. Let's call Bill Gates. So Bill Gates is on another line. Bill, you, Steve Jobs, and drones are heroes of this great nation. Let's face the fact. You and Steve create jobs, though his last name is Jobs, so he is supposed to create jobs. And drones kill terrorists to make this great nation safe and secure. And my rating goes up. But here I have dilemma. Everything is going well and my rating is 8% because this Facebook dislike. And I think these dislikes are created by John Boehner from Good Old Party. But I want to go to bottom of this so that I can develop a strategy to counteract. Go build a technology so that I can decipher out who are these dislikes. Bill Gates said, okay, that's fine. He gave him $3 billion. Within a month, Bill Gates came back. Said, President, we have built a technology which a mouse will be implanted in everyone's body. And once they click any link with their fingers, their identity, nationality, everything will be recorded and it will be communicating with Homeland Security database. And it's very easy to implant. You can just implant it by a glass of wine. We have made it so easy, user-friendly. President was very excited. He said, now I'm going to get to bottom of this issue. And also there was a unique feature of the device that it can go back and also figure out all the previous likes and dislikes. Now President sat with his advisors and said, let's run this technology on my dislikes. They found out that 95% dislikes were initiated on 3 computers from Yemen. And actually when CIA investigated, they found that Al-Qaeda has hired so many people for mouse clicking for several years. President said, yeah, I knew that something wrong is there because we are doing such a great job. And when CIA investigated further, they found that they were job posting for mouse clicking in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and people were queuing up to get those jobs. President was very happy that at least we have resolved this issue. But there were one dislike from Hillary Clinton. He did not like it. So he called Hillary. He said, I'm building this Democratic Party for future. And you dislike me? My rating went down. She said, well, that was my acceptance speech for my defeat in previous primary. So he was relieved. And then he called his advisor, said, okay, let's build my plan. I'm going to India. I have to learn Hindi, wear Indian kurta, and drink some tea. Thank you.
Our second evaluator will be evaluating Ajit, and I'd like to introduce Stefan Blasig.
Ajit, I really love your opening. It's taken from Mexico. You can be proud of that. Stand-up comedy is something we have not seen here before. And maybe you have, because you're longer here in this club than I am. But in the 3 years I've been here, I haven't seen it. So that was a first. And it was interesting. The task was to start out with a self-deprecating joke, then string together a number of jokes to keep the flow, and end up with a humorous story. And to be sure, I really liked your opening. I think it was very funny. The comparison to the Mexican and the Ajit pronunciation. I loved your closing story, because the one, I was thinking, 1.2 billion mouse clicks, where do they come from? Oh, from Yemen. That was really funny. In the middle, you lost me a little there. And you guys may not have picked up on that. There was an inside joke in there, because before Ajit spoke, I told him, if you want a good evaluation, you have to make me laugh. And in the middle of it, he said, you may laugh. That was cool too. Where could you have improved? I was thinking about for a while. The first thing that attracted my attention was